doom, 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 doom.
We are going to be eating one-color foods from only gas stations today.
We got breakfast, we got lunch, we got dinner. Of course, we're wrapping it up with some dessert.
To make myself feel better, I'm going to QT.
We're at Buc-ee's, and if you don't know what Buc-ee's is, it's basically the greatest place in the state of Texas and probably the world. You get everything. You get your food, you get your gas, you get a pleasurable bathroom experience. It's amazing. You gotta come here just to get it.
I am obviously the blue color.
It's red. Okay, so this is my assigned color. That's why I'm wearing my chuckle shirt.
We're gonna look for the color green, only the color green. I'm not even gonna look at any other colors. I'm not even gonna think of any other colors.
Wait, the insides of this Nutri-Grain bar are blue. We do have like 1 or 2 blue in there.
I'm gonna get a monster to start, and I think I might get that pastry. That looks pretty good.
As long as it looks blue, I'm gonna eat it. Petition, if this video hits 100,000 likes, we start the blue candy brand. Everything is blue, and it's just because of this video. We're not doing so great so far.
You're gonna make me drop.
I know.
Yeah, you can't make this up. I don't know if they have this where you live, but they have these in Texas. It's a water drink, but it has 13 grams of sugar. So this is the only water I can drink today. Gonna be a rough 24 hours, y'all.
Is this red? Okay, I'm getting one of these.
Green cups. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come on, green cups.
Okay, Ben, so you encouraged me to get strawberry milk. Fun fact, I hate flavored milk. I've never had strawberry. Chocolate is way too heavy. I used to be allergic to milk. Kind of like ice cream melted. Out of 10, I give this a 3. But Nutri-Grain? 8. Nice. This one's extra red. I think I get extra points for really being on point. 10. Hit that subscription button for me, because I'm nervous. 1.
I don't know why, but our biggest video on the YouTube channel is us eating one-color foods. We were like, what else can we do? We'll try to do it only at a gas station. We don't even know if this challenge is possible. It's definitely not the healthiest, so don't try it. I feel like we are gonna be sitting pretty. Speaking of pretty, I have a surprise for everybody in this video at our house. We haven't actually been there in a long time, but there's something dope there.
You need to add up all the sugar that's in all those.
I do not want to. You know what? If the editors so desire.
We got our green ingredients. We have our blender. Oh, we have our cups. Don't forget our cups.
Did you clean those?
So to begin with a nice smoothie, we're gonna use some of this lettuce here. Bought some fruit cups so we can get the green melon. A little green apple action. Boom, our last item. Smoothies either need milk or water as like the foundation. Come on, look at that. There we go. That's me.
3, 2, 1.
Wait. There, we did it! We did it! Let's open her up. We're going outside. We're going outside. This is a rental. We're back to our green smoothie with all of the ingredients listed below. Sweet. And then let's open. Come on. All right, ready for this?
Ew.
In there. Yeah, that's good. This is our first meal challenge. Breakfast. Well, yeah, breakfast meal. This is our green fist meal of the day.
Ew.
Actually, though, it's not bad. Wait, that second drink was bad. I would have to give it a rating of 3.5 green Kermit the Frogs out of 7 3/4 yellow Kermit the Frogs.
It's yummy, it's for my tummies. Oh, that's sweet. Woo! Wow, what is that? 10 ounces, 10 ounces of sugar water. They gotta rename this. This ain't yummy for the tummies. This is diabetes, and this is that's a 10 fluid ounces. I believe like 13 grams of sugar, it's like that much. Or like that, like, hold on, put it in my hand. Is that much? That's so much. If I was a kid, I'd get addicted to this. Oh, it's addictive. What about the Gatorade? Not as good as the sugar water. Sugar water was by far better. Our surprise lies within the thighs at the house where we started. We haven't been to this place in quite some time, and we have a surprise waiting inside. Can you guess what it is? Your time is done. The people in the comments, they had to guess. This is Angela. This is Andrea. She actually is the lady who cooks all of Bree and I's meals and a bunch of other people. We met her at church. And she is going to help me cheat in this challenge. What Chase and Bree don't know, it doesn't hurt them. How did you make the blue milk? Actually, you know what? Don't spoil your secret.
It's from the blue cow.
And then I have this, Angela, but Andrea. Bob! Okay, don't open that. Don't open that. No, it's gonna squirt everywhere. She's gonna squirt me with it. That's all I was gonna do? The first item we're starting off with, is it pancakes?
You're gonna pour to the blue wine.
Blue M&M pancakes are gonna be lit. I didn't oh, that drip, Karen. Okay, what's the next step in the pancakes?
Use your blue spatula.
Okay, pour it in. We'll get a little nice.
When do I stop?
I don't know, when do I stop? Is it good? You're the professional chef. If y'all could just subscribe to the channel so we can afford a blue whisk one day, that would be fantastic. Why is it blue? I feel like that's peculiar, right? For like, oh, this is disgusting. You bought me blue bananas or you made blue bananas?
I bought you.
Well, where's the blue banana?
They'll never know how I did it.
Oh, gosh. Is this edible? Also, spoiler, if you guys are wondering why there's all this coffee stuff here, you see all this? We're opening up a coffee shop, Fire Cup Coffee in Texas. We hope you will visit. We hope you will visit, please. Fire Cup Coffee. Address down below. All right, here, I got some. Wop. There we go. What did you
That's perfect.
look at that.
I love it.
Ready for a flipper dipper?
Be careful.
Oh, okay, mostly blue. Oh! Yo, we are boys, we cooking. Look at that. Okay, it's blue? Okay, you let me know how that is. I'm gonna probably die. The underside looks like the, you ever seen the mouth of like a manta ray? All right, blew it up. All right, just a little bit. That looks so weird. All right, here we go. It's actually not bad.
You took another bite.
It's well balanced. Not nutritious, but well balanced. Oh my God!
Oh.
I will say this, the eggs taste normal. It smells awful.
Do I have my food? Vince, who got this tablecloth?
Brian?
Red, my color.
It's bad.
Oh gosh, it's so windy. This makes me really nervous. Oh, it's like going towards the flame. That's good, right? Now,
Ew, you're dropping it everywhere. That's just...
I am not eating this. Look at this.
I think you have to stir it.
With what? Is this clean? Why did I choose this?
Ew, Brie. That's nasty.
Big Red is underrated. I mean, I have a family history with it. It tastes kind of like bubble gum, in my opinion. I rate this a 5. This experience here is a 0. Chester, please sponsor me. I'm not even kidding. Chester, I will make your life so much more fun.
No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna say that's a 10.
10, Chester, because he's a beautiful man. 0, 5, 10, probably
These are the scariest pranks in the world. Consider yourself lucky you're not this person, or you see where I'm going with this. With so many people terrified of elevators, it seems like a pretty obvious place to stage a prank, but this one really did get creative. Instead of doing something obvious, like pretending the elevator was stuck, this Japanese show got a little creative. The producer escorts their victim to the elevator, but the second they step inside, this happens. That's definitely something you can never prepare for, and why would you? And if that wasn't enough of a shock, they then find themselves on an underground slide, covered in some kind of mysterious goo. New fear unlocked, anyone? These tourists in China probably thought that walking on this glass bridge was scary enough on its own. They clearly had no idea what was in store for them. In hindsight, I'm sure you know it's a prank, but I can't even imagine what I'd be thinking if that were happening to me. Take a look at this guy who was just seconds away from losing his iPad. They achieved this amazing illusion by placing real shards of glass and video screens underneath the glass floor and topped it all off with sound effects to make it seem extra real. Funny or cruel? I'll leave you to be the judge of that. Picture this, you're sitting in an empty office, just waiting around for something to happen. Then suddenly the entire desk slides open. What do? Some people would make a run for the exit as quickly as possible. These people, on the other hand, made the mistake of being curious enough to stay and look. That's exactly what the pranksters wanted. Before they knew what was happening, they had a face full of cream. It looks like it got everywhere, too. That guy must have been glad he was wearing glasses, although he doesn't seem very happy about any of it. In the old days, all you needed for a good prank was a telephone, but those were simpler times. If you want to execute a really great prank now, you probably need to look into purchasing an extremely realistic dinosaur costume. Sure, that's going to be pretty expensive, but there's one big benefit to a moving dinosaur. It seems to terrify just about everyone. Even though dinosaurs have been extinct for millions of years, there's just something unsettling about a prehistoric beast chasing us down a corridor. I'm sure these people would agree. Maybe cornering yourself on the ground isn't the smartest move either. There's always more than one way to do something, but the choice usually comes down to what you're really trying to achieve. For example, if you wanted to terrify someone in an elevator, you could just have the whole floor open up and eat them. But that wouldn't sell very many TVs. What LG wanted to do instead was make it look like the floor of the elevator was falling away. You know, to prove how good their TVs are. Ironically, some victims even tried to find a safe tile to stand on, sometimes scrambling to the other end of the elevator. I'm just glad I didn't need to experience this for myself. If you've ever watched The Ring, then you'll know just how terrifying it is. The movie creators put together the perfect set for a scary prank. Just when their customers least expected it, the screen pulled up without them noticing, leaving a gap for the actress to crawl out and scare the life out of the unsuspecting victims.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I think those people handled that quite well. Well, most of them anyway. Imagine you're a technology company. What's the best way to prove that your TVs have the highest quality screens on the market? LG's headquarters in Chile came up with an ingenious joke. They gathered people for a job interview, filled the office with hidden cameras, and set up one of their TVs so it looked like a window. Job interviews are stressful enough. They're far worse when a meteor suddenly appears. Most of them took it well, except for that one guy. I think I'm on his side, though. Some people really know how to create drama. But the TNT network might have just overshadowed every other drama queen on the face of the earth. In 2013, the company erected a suspiciously large button in Belgium, inviting unsuspecting people to push to add drama. Some people just walk by, but some brave and curious people press the button. Once that happens, all heck breaks loose, with staged fights and gunfire breaking out in the town. Bikini babes on motorcycles tore up the street and anarchy erupted. The best part of the video is the reactions of those who set it off. Participants look around stunned as the action unfolds, trying to come to terms with the fact they caused it all to happen. This prank show wanted to see what would happen if they glued people to the floor. Imagine, there you are just minding your own business. 1 minute you're getting along with your day, the next you're stuck to the ground. But there's more than one way to achieve a sticky floor prank. Plan A is to trap ordinary people on the street as they go about their day. Then there's the more extreme method. Place a tray of sticky goo behind a closed door and just wait for the next victim. The highlight's definitely their previous victim sitting on the sofa covered in goo. He didn't even try to warn him. Here's something you almost never think about: drinking fountains. Sure, they're a handy thing to have around, but they're not exactly going to take up a lot of space in your thoughts, at least not until something like this happens to you. This prank show set up a drinking fountain with a twist to catch unsuspecting people by surprise, and it definitely worked. I don't know if you've ever had water sprayed up your nose at high pressure, but it's definitely not pleasant. I wouldn't go near that fountain again, but these people are clearly a little braver than me. Most of them go in for another try. It doesn't seem worth it, but you've got to admire their dedication. The Indiana Jones films are iconic. They're a part of our culture, but even in iconic films like that, there are moments that stand out and take a life of their own. You probably already know where I'm going with this. This girl got to reenact that iconic moment, whether she wanted to or not. Honestly, it really does look genuinely frightening, especially since that's the last thing you expect when walking down a corridor. At least they were kind enough to give her something soft to land on. Even in a world of clever pranks, some are just a little more intelligent than others. The creators of the Invisible Man movie obviously know how to scare people, but it's quite different to execute that in real life. As part of their press, they decided they were going to give journalists a taste of what it would be like to really encounter the Invisible Man. Let's just say it wasn't the kind of interview they were expecting.
Oh my god.
They rigged the interview room to make it look like someone invisible was making things move. The grand finale was a clever reveal of the Invisible Man standing up behind the curtain. The people who stayed in the room deserve a medal. So, you're a yogurt company that needs to get an advertisement done. What's the best way to get people to eat yogurt? With a bear, apparently. Chobani decided they'd recreate their famous bear-centered Super Bowl commercial by setting a bear loose in New York City. Alright, not quite. They actually unleashed a man in an animatronic bear suit onto the streets to frighten unsuspecting members of the public. And it worked! The bear wreaked a bit of havoc. The only people that seemed more confused than scared were passing children. I guess they just don't understand perfectly good advertising. The only people that seemed more confused than scared were passing children. I guess they just don't understand. Are pretty much the same when it comes to our physical abilities. Sure, some of us can run faster than others or have lightning fast reflexes, but on average, our bodies all share the same limitations. Try telling that to the people in today's video, though. They really do have superhuman abilities. Let's get it on. There's a reason you only see people walking on water in the movies. No ordinary person on Earth has the ability to do it. Well, that's mostly true anyway. This Shaolin monk would beg to differ. For the record, those planks aren't holding him up. They're just floating on top of the water. He's so light on his feet that he's able to run across the surface of the water for over 117 meters. I think the laws of physics would like to have a word with him. Everyone would love to be able to jump like a grasshopper, but the fact is, we're just not built that way. It's anyone's guess how this man does what he does. He's known for his incredible standing jumps. He's literally the best at it and holds the Guinness World Record for highest standing jump at 5.3 feet. I probably couldn't even make it half as high as that. If you can carry more than one bag of groceries in each hand, you probably think you're pretty strong. But you're not going to feel that way after seeing this incredible feat of Eddie Hall. The British strongman took part in a bit of a challenge. He had to pull the 44,000-pound airplane along a runway in the fastest time possible.
What?
Yeah, it seems impossible, right up until he goes and does it anyway. If you're fast enough to not get hit, dodgeball is actually a pretty fun sport to let off some steam. If you're not, you're probably walking away with a couple bruises. But did you know there's more than one way to avoid the balls? I don't know what that guy ate for breakfast, but having those reflexes and skills at the same time just doesn't seem fair. We all have unusual hobbies, but even compared to other strange hobbies, this one might be unique. JD Anderson enjoys rolling frying pans up like a burrito with his bare hands. And no, it's not a one-time thing. He seems to do it a lot. Then again, I don't blame him. When you can make something difficult look that easy, it must be a gift. If you're strong enough to lift heavy weights, you can bet you're making a whole lot of gym goers pretty jealous. But did you know there's a way to top all of that? Well, there is. Just do what Bradley Martin does. They seem happy enough to help out, and honestly, I've never seen anything like this before. Is there anything this guy can't lift? We all know who the fastest man on two legs is, but what about the fastest man on all fours? Is it even possible to do? Well, to put it simply, the answer is yes, and this man is here to prove it. He holds the Guinness World Record as the fastest man on all fours, and he's proved it during this 100-meter race against himself. He crossed the finish line in just 15.71 seconds and probably shocked everyone in attendance. Movie characters can do all sorts of crazy things that we could only ever dream of doing. This guy was born different, and because of that, he's able to do an array of bizarre things with his eyes. He wanted to be a living cartoon. Did you see that? So he became one by learning how to pop his eyeballs out. It's funny and unsettling at the same time, but you can't take your eyes off it, unlike him. Whoa! Damn, bruh! You've probably seen a couple boxing movies and questioned if anything you saw was real or not. It's all choreography, right? Well, maybe, but that doesn't mean that real boxers can't do it. Some people might actually be better than the movies, like this guy. You definitely wouldn't want to meet Ryan Garcia in the ring. He has the kind of skills you'd normally only see in Marvel movies. His impossible reflexes and accuracy aren't even slowed down by a blindfold. The human body is more incredible and complex than we can possibly imagine. Being able to contort is a rare ability that very few people are born with.
My question is, what the hell?
Good contortionists can move their bodies in ways that would otherwise seem impossible. We'd have to break a couple bones to get our arms in some of these positions, but he makes it look easy. You'll never see anyone do something with their body that